Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritva Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udirayet Srinvata Swagata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hrudayantostohi Abhadrani विदुनोति सुहृत्सतां नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Hare Krishna, everyone. I would like to continue reading the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 7, Text 53. यथा पुमा स्वांगेषु शिरः शिरः पान्यादि क्वचित् पाराख्य बुद्धिं कुरुते एवं भूतेषु मत्परः. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. A person with average intelligence does not think the head and other parts of the body to be separate. Similarly, my devotee does not differentiate Vishnu, that all-pervading personality of Godhead, from anything or any living entity. Purport. Whenever there is a disease in any part of the body, the whole body takes care of the ailing part. Similarly, a devotee's oneness is manifest in his compassion of all conditioned soul. Bhagavad Gita 5.18 says, Panditaha Samadarshanaha. Those who are all learned see everyone conditioned life equally. Devotees are compassionate to every conditioned soul, and therefore they are known as Aparakya Buddhi. Aparakya Buddhi. Because devotees are learned and know that every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, they preach Krishna consciousness to everyone so that everyone may be happy. If a particular part of the body is diseased, the whole attention of the body goes to that part. Similarly, devotees care for any person who is forgetful of Krishna, and therefore in material consciousness, the equal vision of the devotee is that he works to get all the living entities back home, back to Godhead. Text 54. Trayanam ekabhavanam yona pasyati vaibidam sarvabhutatman brahman so satim shantim adi gacchati. Trayanam ekabhavanam yona pasyati vaibidam sarvabhutatman brahman so shantim adi gacchati. Translation. The Lord continued, one who does not consider Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, or the living entities in general to be separate from the Supreme, and who knows Brahman, actually realize peace, others do not. Purport. Two words are very significant in this verse. Trayanam indicates three, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Bidam means different. They are three and therefore they are separate. But at the same time, they are one. This is the philosophy of simultaneous oneness and difference, which is called Achinta Bheda Tattva. The example given in Brahma Samhita is that milk and yogurt are simultaneously one and different. Both are milk, but the yogurt has become changed. In order to achieve real peace, one should see everything and everything living entity, including Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, as non-different from Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is dependent. Every one of us is an expansion of Supreme Personality of Godhead. This accounts for unity in diversity. They are diverse manifestations, but at the same time, They are one in Vishnu. Everything is an expansion of Vishnu energy. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvasesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarani. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I would like to seek blessings from all the assembled devotees. Sorry, this is a problem. Assembled Vaishnavas, and also thank you for giving me an opportunity to purify myself, and please forgive me for my shortcomings. So I would like to, this purport we discussed above pretty much aligns very well with one of the verses in Bhagavad Gita. This is actually chapter 5, verse 29, where Krishna declares, Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram surhudam sarva bhutanam natma mam santi mecchati. This is a very, very popular verse. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram surhudam sarva bhutanam natma mam santi mecchati. And Bhoktaram means this particular one is also called a peace formula by I think Radhashyam Prabhuji says this is called a peace formula. That means once you know this one, you will be at peace. There are three things you should know. The first one is Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam. And the supreme enjoyer, that means he is the supreme beneficiary for all the tapas or all the austerities we do. He is the final supreme enjoyer of all the tapas and all the austerities we do. Sarva Lokam Heshwaram. I'm the supreme proprietor of all the planets and devatas. Is like we call, in other words, he is the bosses of all the bosses, all the lords. He's the supreme proprietor. Suhrudam Sarvabhutana. I'm the supreme well-wisher of all the living entities. And Natma Mam Santi Richati. That means who understands this will be at peace from all the pains of material miseries. This is a very good purport, which goes very well with what we are discussing here. So I just want to read that one. And this purport also emphasizes the hierarchical relationship between Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva, underscoring Vishnu as the supreme cause and the origin of all creation. This ties back to several key teachings in Bhagavad Gita. The first one is supremacy of Lord Vishnu or Krishna. The purport highlights that Lord Vishnu is a supreme cause from which everything, including Brahma and Shiva, originates. This is in line with Bhagavad Gita 10.2, where Krishna says, Aham Adirhe Devanam. I'm the origin of all the demigods. In Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Krishna further says, Ham Sarvasva Prabhavaha. I'm the source of all the spiritual and material worlds, emphasizing that all beings and elements of the universe emanate from him. So we are part and parcels of Supreme God. That's the equivalent to that. Role of the super soul. The purport notes that Lord Vishnu is Atmeswara, the super soul with everyone, guiding all from within. This concept is similar to Krishna's assertion by Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Sarvasve Chaham Hrudi Sannivisto. Sarvasve Chaham Hrudi Sannivisto. I'm seated in everyone's heart. And the third point is creation and maintenance and annihilation. The purport describes Lord Vishnu as responsible for the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the universe. Krishna echoes in Bhagavad Gita 9.10, Maya Dakshayana Prakritihi Suyete Sacharacharam. This material nature is working under my direction, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Simultaneously, oneness and difference. This is already we discussed here, which is this Achinta Beda Tattva, like milk and yogurt. The purport addresses the concept that everything is Brahman and thus non-different from Vishnu, yet distinct in form. This is reflected in Bhagavad Gita teachings also on the nature of universe and divinity, such as in 9.4, when Krishna says, Matstani Sarva Bhutani, all beings are in me, but I'm not in them. In similar, the purport aligns with the teachings of our Bhagavad Gita by emphasizing the supreme position of Lord Vishnu as the origin, maintainer, and annihilator of all, while also being the inner guide and ultimate cause of all the cosmic activities. To conclude, it is important to recognize the philosophies of simultaneous oneness and difference known as Achinta Bheda Tattva, where everything and every living entity, including Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, are non-different from Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet distinct in their forms. This understanding leads to real peace, seeing all as expansions of Vishnu energy, accounting for unity in diversity. I would like to end here, and I would like to end my